Item number, YOS-2186. Object Class, Euclid. Containment Procedures. Because YOS-2186 is only situated in Containment Chamber 03, the chamber is to be kept secured effectively. Testing is only to be permitted by 2 Level 3 personnel, and must be assisted by at least 2 guards. No personnel is to enter Containment Chamber 03 by any means except for Class D personnel, only if for testing purposes. Description: it is unknown if YOS-2186 has an original form, as its appearance varies depending on personnel entering the chamber individually. YOS-2186 is located in Containment Chamber 03 at Site 28, and has resided there for an unknown period of time. If a single human subject enters the chamber, YOS-2186 will change its form, and it seems to focus on taking forms of the subject's fear or danger during their childhood. YOS-2186 will attempt to put the subject in danger if the subject perceives the form it took, but will not cause harm to most subjects. If the subject exits the chamber, whether out of fear or decision, YOS-2186 demanifests. It is impossible to perceive YOS-2186's original appearance, as security footage also catches it taking the form of the subject's danger when they view the footage. It is unknown when YOS-2186 inhabited Containment Chamber 03, or how it manifested within it, but some Foundation personnel theorized it might be from an anomalous event from an unknown YOS. YOS-2186 was first noticed when Dr. Redacted caught his attention to Containment Chamber 03, apparently sensing that there's something inside. When he entered, he presumably caught sight of YOS-2186, and immediately closed the chamber's door, apparently turning pale. Dr. Redacted was later interviewed by Dr. Lilly following the event. "My gosh. Can you tell me what happened? I just saw a large dark crocodile inside that chamber. I don't know how we missed that. Do you know that Containment Chamber 03 was put on standby for obvious complications?" "Yeah, but I never expected there to be a large crocodile in there. How did it even get in there?" "That is quite strange indeed. What made you check in there anyway?" "I thought there was something uncanny in there, so I checked. A large black crocodile came into my view, and it was staring at me menacingly. Scary. I'll tell the others about this event. I wouldn't recommend getting in there if I were you. That thing was scary as hell." After the interview, Containment Chamber 03 was securely contained, and was given the designation. Addendum: it is discovered that YOS-2186 is not only taking the form of people's fears or dangers, but also the forms of the people's good memories. See YOS-2186 test logs for further information. YOS-2186 test logs. Below are the test logs performed with YOS-2186. Test log 01. Subject: D2880. Procedure: D2880 is instructed to enter Containment Chamber 03 and describe what it sees. Details: D2880 immediately froze in place upon seeing YOS-2186, and was instructed to describe what it sees. D2880 describes it as a large cephalopod-like creature covered in darkness, with glowing red lines. D2880 was then instructed to exit the chamber, which the subject immediately followed. Test log 02. Subject: D7771. Procedure: D7771 is instructed to enter Containment Chamber 03 and describe what it sees. Details: D7771 states it sees nothing but a dark room, until immediately getting startled. When instructed to describe what it sees, D7771 described it as 2 large green glowing eyes with no pupils. D7771 then demanded to be let out, which was accepted. Test log 03. Subject: D2281. Procedure: D2281 is instructed to enter Containment Chamber 03 and describe what it sees. Details: D2281 stated to see no unusual activity, until becoming startled by YOS-2186. When instructed to describe, D2281 described it as a large amorphous pink mass with 2 orange eyes and a large mouth. D2281 then suddenly pounded on the door, begging to be let out as it repeatedly stated, "It's going to eat me." D-2281 was immediately pulled out of the room. Note, this was either almost the first time YOS-2186 tried to harm the subject, or was trying to induce more fear into the subject by eating them. Regardless, that was interesting. Dr. Matthew. Test Log 04. Subject, D-3710. Procedure, D-3710 is instructed to enter containment chamber 03 and describe what it sees. Details. Personnel noticed a bright blue glow illuminating the inside of the chamber, and D-3710 was instructed to describe YOS-2186's appearance. The subject described it as a large blue sphere with a smiley face, but never noticed a bright glow illuminating the chamber when questioned. D-3710 was let out of the chamber soon after. Note, this was the first time personnel noticed something outside the chamber, but the subject inside did not. Quite interesting. Dr. Matthew. Test Log 05. Subject, Dr. Lilly. The subject was chosen due to a low chance of experiencing fear. Procedure, subject is instructed to enter the chamber and describe what she sees. Details, YOS-2186 was described as being a small green humanoid creature, and it approached the subject. The subject then stroked the head of YOS-2186, and appeared to show signs of euphoria. When questioned, YOS-2186 seemed to interact with the subject in an affectionate manner, and was vocalizing cooing and purring sounds. Testing ended soon afterward. Note, Dr. Lilly most likely made YOS-2186 turn into a harmless being, and allowed her to pet it. This might be due to Dr. Lilly's low chances of becoming scared. This is also the first time YOS-2186 interacted with the subject in a positive manner. Dr. Matthew. Test Log 06. Subject, D-8810. Procedure, D-8810 is instructed to enter containment chamber 03 and describe what it sees. Details, D-8810 was asked to describe YOS-2186's appearance. It resembles a magenta mass resembling slime, and also possesses a humanoid female shape. D-8810 also notes that YOS-2186 vocalizes a beautiful humming sound like humming a lullaby. D-8810 was let out of the chamber and was questioned. D-8810 confirmed that he was sent to Site 24 to interact with YOS-2878 for 4 hours, and it might have resulted in YOS-2186 taking the form of it. Testing ended soon after. Note, this might indicate that YOS-2186 possesses intelligence, and takes the memories of the subject who enters and takes the form. This means that YOS-2186 doesn't only take the form of the subject's fears, but also takes the form of the subject's good memories. How convenient. Dr. Matthew.